Hello everyone, myself Shiva Prakash from NMAM Institute of Technology, NITTE. I am very thankful to Mr. Ullas and his team for providing me this opportunity to present before you a few points on digital learning. To start with, let us first see what digital learning is. Let us start with the basic definition of digital learning. Digital learning is nothing but learning through technology. Unlike traditional learning or education system where we are confined to classroom learning environment, in case of digital learning, we will be using the technology that is available so as to inculcate a good learning process amongst students. Having said this, digital learning does not just imply online teaching or e-learning processes, although they are a part of digital learning systems. It is beyond that. We can have this digital learning possible in today's life as we are equipped with more sophisticated communication technologies. Let us now compare the traditional education with the digital learning platform. If I start comparing our traditional conventional classroom teaching with the teaching involving digital techniques, we can list out a few advantages of digital learning over conventional learning. At the same time, we have a few drawbacks as well. To start with the advantages of digital learning over conventional learning process, in digital learning, students can learn in their own pace. The classroom environment in most of the times is heterogeneous. There will be students of different categories studying in the same class. So the pace in which they prefer learning or the time taken by each student to grasp a particular concept is different for different students. Digital learning enables this so that the student can learn in his or her own pace. This is one of the major advantages of digital learning systems. It makes students smarter. They learn to use the modern digital tools to access to the information. It also makes students more accountable because the system is no more teacher centric. It becomes student centric more of a kind. So students will be more accountable as well like teachers. So it will certainly enhances the teaching learning process. However, I cannot say that digital learning is a replacement to traditional conventional classroom teaching. Okay, so it can be used as an add-on to our conventional traditional teaching, although it may not completely replace our classroom teaching. One of the important aspects in conventional classroom teaching is that students will also learn the social behavior. That parameter is missing in digital learning, although there are methods to incorporate that as well, but the way in which the student mingles amongst his classmates and learn in a classroom environment will give a certain input on his social learning behavior as well. That is what we will going to miss in digital learning. Having said this, we will consider the advantages of digital learning and we'll try to see how this can also be incorporated along with our normal classroom teaching so as to make this teaching learning process more effective. I have tried to list out a few techniques that are being used in any digital learning environment. To list a few approaches, we have e-learning, where the students can enable their learning process through the internet. It can be e-resources or the EduSat classes which are being offered by most of the universities. Secondly, we can have flipped classrooms where students used to learn through video lectures at home and they try to solve assignments in the classroom, and the teacher will be facilitating the process of solving the assignments in the classroom. Okay, so it is called a flipped classroom because the role of a student is flipped in home and the classroom. So it is becoming increasingly popular nowadays. One more approach could be virtual labs, wherein the students can experience the lab setup virtually through their computer, wherein the students can even have access to the hardware equipment that are available in the remotely located labs, and they can even have a control over them. We have open educational resources like MOOCs or NPTEL courses, Coursera courses, and so on. Then blended learning could be a possibility wherein we can have the combination of traditional or conventional teaching approaches along with the digital learning setup. Okay, so this is just a few of the approaches that I have listed here. There are many more such ways to inculcate digital learning process in education.
To conclude, I should say digital learning is becoming increasingly popular. That too in the present scenario where the teaching process has to take place from a distinct place, digital learning could be the most optimal solution.
These are a few references that I have used during the preparation of this presentation.
Yeah, I once again thank Mr. Ullas and his team for this opportunity. I am very sure that you will all going to get a lot of inputs and information from the team during this webinar. I wish you all a very happy learning. Thank you very much.